Hi everyone, it's Miss Deb from Brooker Memorial Dental Center. Hope everyone is good. As you guys probably already know, we will not be having our usual dental program in school this year. Your parents will receive a letter explaining that the usual school services may be done at our office in Torrington. I narrated this PowerPoint so it can be seen at school on YouTube. Tooth decay is a disease. It is more common than asthma or hay fever for children in the United States. By explaining how cavities happen and how you can avoid them, I hope that each of you will realize how important healthy teeth are. This slide shows what the inside of our teeth look like. The enamel is the white part of the tooth that you see when you smile. Enamel is the hardest thing in the human body. It is even harder than our bones. The enamel protects the next layer, which is called the dentin. This layer is also hard but has many open pores through it. It needs the protection of the enamel layer. If decay were to reach down to this layer of the tooth, it would spread very quickly because of all those open pores. Both of these layers together protect the pulp of the tooth. The pulp is very soft and contains the nerve and blood supply for the tooth. The pulp travels all the way down the roots of the tooth and connects into the blood and nerves from the rest of your body. If a cavity goes deep enough into the pulp, all that bacteria from that cavity will be carried to the rest of your body through your blood. All teeth are held into bone by periodontal fibers. These are little fibers of skin that act as a cushion for your teeth when chewing. Last, your jawbone is covered by gums, also called gingiva. Gingiva is the pink skin you see that surrounds your teeth. Next, let's talk about the dental decay process, or how a cavity happens. Bacteria and germs, which is also called plaque, grow on our teeth every day, all day long. When these germs are given food, especially sugary foods, they grow quickly and produce an acid. This acid then attacks the enamel of our teeth. If this happens over and over, the acid will make a hole in the tooth called a cavity. Cavities start very small, but they will continue to get bigger the more germs, food, and acids that enter into the cavity. Now let's talk more about the germs that grow in our mouth. Plaque is the name of the germs and bacteria that grow in our mouth. As I said earlier, plaque grows in our mouths every day, all day long. When the germs are not brushed off every 12 hours, they start to get sticky and thick. This particular slide shows plaque that is 1 day old. At this point, the germs are still spaced apart from each other. The picture on the upper right of this slide shows plaque germs that are over a day old. The germs are tighter and thicker, starting to make it very sticky. You can actually see that it's creating a film rather than having open spaces between the plaque germs. The bottom right picture shows plaque that has been on the tooth undisturbed for several days. So that either means you skipping brushing or not doing a very good job brushing. This plaque actually blankets the tooth. Here it is shown stained pink, but really the plaque, when it's like this, the plaque is tooth colored or slightly yellow. These pictures show close-ups of people with plaque covering their teeth. Not only can this plaque cause cavities by eating into the enamel of the teeth, but also wherever it is touching the gums will get red, swollen, and bleed easily. This is called gingivitis, and if left untreated, it can turn into an infection in your mouth called periodontal disease. Again, pictures of lots of plaque covered teeth. On the lower left, you'll see someone with braces. It's very important to be extra careful with your brushing when you have braces. The metal brackets and wires collect even more plaque and food, making a much higher chance of cavities starting and gingivitis. When plaque is first forming, it is very difficult to see or feel. Here we have teeth that look pretty clean, but when we use a solution at the dentist's office that stains the plaque pink, you can clearly see that these teeth are not very clean. Here's a fact. You cannot smell your own bad breath. Because our noses open into our throats, we cannot tell if our breath smells bad. Our senses are used to the odor and the taste combining together. But when we are near other people, they can smell the odors from our mouth. So our next set of slides will show foods that make the plaque grow faster than normal. They are usually high sugar foods. When we eat them, any germs in our mouth also get to eat. Lots of times we do not even realize how much sugar we are actually eating each day. The cereals on the left are labeled in percentages. This means that in some cases the weight of the box of cereal comes from more than 50% sugar. Jelly, icings, candy, they all pile up the sugar also. The bottom middle picture shows plain Cheerios. Plain Cheerios are very low in sugar, only containing half of a sugar cube for a normal size bowl. When we compare it to the bowl of Captain Crunch to the right, the same size bowl actually contains 6 full sugar cubes. The important thing to be aware of is how many sugary foods you are actually eating every day. Are you having a high sugar breakfast? Are you having a snack before or after lunch of cookies, candies, brownies, ice cream? Are you drinking juice and or soda? How much of it are you drinking? Are you having a sugary snack when you get home from school? Or if you are distance learning, are you snacking sugary items or sipping sugary drinks all day long? I'd also like you to realize the words that advertisers use to make us believe that something is more healthy than it really is. They'll say all organic sugar, 100% natural, made from real honey. But it's important to realize that as far as our mouths go, sugar is sugar. Any amount of sugar is going to make the plaque grow very quickly. This slide helps us be aware of where the sugar is coming from. The Eggos in the upper left corner are a half of a sugar cube for 2 Eggos, but the syrup that most people pour on is pure sugar. Another hidden problem is eating small candies or gums over and over until the package is gone. By having them one after another, it increases the time that the sugar is feeding the germs in your mouth. Soda and juices are basically liquid candy. As you can see from these slides, the stacks of sugar cubes in front of the sodas shows how much sugar is in that particular size drink. And some people are drinking 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 cans of soda a day. Chocolate milk. The chocolate is a candy. When you add that to the milk, it increases the amount of sugar in that particular drink. Lemonade. Lemonade is made with lots of sugar. Plain lemons are just way too sour to drink by themselves. Juices may be made from fruits, but the juice is where all the sugar is. The healthy part of the fruit is discarded. Iced teas, frozen drinks, slushies, cooladas, they're all loaded with sugar. Let's review what we've already learned about the dental decay process. Bacteria, germs, plaque, those are the germs that grow in our mouth every single day. When they are fed high sugary foods, very, very quickly they produce acids, and a lot of acid. That acid is what breaks down the tooth and makes the cavity. When the plaque and bacteria produce the acid then sits on the tooth. It starts eating away at the enamel. And if you remember, I had said that the enamel is the hardest thing in the human body. This area turns into a weakened spot on the enamel. What happens is more and more germs get into that area and start making a hole, which is called a cavity. Now, even if you eat all healthy, low-sugar foods, the germs will still grow in your mouth, and they will still produce acid, but very slowly. They will not be as hyper as they are with sugar. These slides show actual cavities in the teeth. All cavities start very small. Probably won't even be able to be seen when you look in your mouth. As the cavity gets bigger, you can start to see them. You might even feel broken pieces and even start to have pain. Cavities can also form in between teeth. A small cavity is always so much easier to fix than a large one. This is why it is so important for you to see a dentist twice a year and have your teeth checked. Oh no, what can we do about this? How can I prevent the germs from building up on my teeth? Most important, brush and don't rush. Take your time to brush every tooth, front, back, and top. If you miss a spot, the germs will remain stuck to that area. Germs are removed by brushing and flossing. It is not the toothpaste or mouthwash that removes plaque. Spend at least 2 minutes brushing 2 times every day. Floss removes the germs that are stuck in between the teeth that the toothbrush doesn't reach. Gently work the floss between your teeth. Carefully slide the floss up and down against the sides of both teeth in that space. Do not saw the floss back and forth. This will cut the gums. Floss one space at a time. Rinse after flossing to remove any germs that you have loosened. Brush your tongue. The spaces between the taste buds on your tongue hold plaque. Bad breath often starts with a tongue coated in plaque. Gently brush over the top of your tongue twice a day. This will keep your tongue clean and healthy. If possible, get sealants on your adult molars. Dental sealants are plastic coatings that are placed on the chewing surfaces of the molar teeth to help protect them from decay. The molars have deep grooves and crevices in the surface, and some are so narrow that the toothbrush bristle cannot even reach into them. But the plaque germs can get down there, so a sealant will seal off these spots and protect the tooth. So back to my original question. Why am I here? Why am I creating this PowerPoint? My goal is for everyone to know how to keep a healthy smile. Together we can prevent this. These cavities in the teeth did not happen overnight. These problems come from poor brushing and flossing habits and usually high sugar diets. If a tooth is beyond repair by the dentist, it will have to be removed. These plastic teeth are called dentures. They are used to replace missing teeth. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and I hope to see many of you at my office at Brooker Dental. Please ask your parents if they received the notice of our dental program being offered this year. If not, they can contact the school nurse or Brooker Dental directly.